Here we are in our garden, and we are pulling our onions today. We actually came through and pulled the ones that already flopped over about 2 weeks ago, just to get them out here before a storm. But we have a storm coming tomorrow, looks like, and knowing that ahead of time, about 3 days ago, the ones that weren't flopped over, I came over and I flopped all the tops over to allow them to begin curing, because we had some nice dry weather here, and I wanted their tops here to already start the curing process. So we're going to come through and pull these out, and you can see here how we did our onions. We actually tried for the first time multi-sowing onions in cells and transplanting them. And so that you can see here, that's why there's 3 growing together, and they actually grew really nice. I mean, they're not huge onions. Like some of ours that we grow just planted individually are pretty big. But overall, you get 3 medium-sized ones like this. It's bigger than our single ones that would be in this spot. So we're pretty pleased with this. I mean, it does kind of make them a little bit of an odd shape just because they're hitting up against other onions. But it's still a nice onion. And actually, we noticed too, they actually tend to grow more upward that way, which for slicing onions is a lot easier. They don't grow outward and into like a, I don't know, like a sandwiched onion. These are more straight up, and so once you cut the top and bottom, which makes it more defined because it's not flat, you can then slice it a lot easier. So you can see here, I mean, these are nice big onions, but yeah, they're definitely not quite as upright. So when you're in the kitchen, it makes it a little bit harder to cut off that bottom end without wasting a bunch. Still a nice onion. So we're gonna spend our time pulling these, and then we'll show you where we're curing them. Hopefully, maybe we'll learn something along the way. Some nice onions. These are sweet Spanish yellow onions, and we've never had them. We may have had some big ones in the past, but not consistently big like this. And these are all at least baseball size and bigger, which usually in the past we just plant by sets. But this year we heard a lot about starting from seed as far as getting bigger onions, and it seems to work out pretty well. So these were started all the way back in February, transplanted out beginning of April, and now we're harvesting them at the end of July. Cure them for about a month.
We're picking wild blackberries. We can make a lot of stuff with them. We can make tea and juice, pies, jam, or you can just eat them plain. Ouch, these things hurt. I never heard of blackberry juice. You haven't? Ow.
Now that we have our onions harvested, we're going to dry them. And here is our winter house for our chickens. And so our chickens aren't in here now. And we thought, why not use it as a drying area? It has a nice cover to it, and it's open on all sides for ventilation, which onions need, so they don't get any rot in the drying process. So we have our pallets laid out. We'll lay them out on the pallets. We got some nice windy days like this. But today's fairly breezy. It should do a pretty good job of drying them out.
Here's some red ones we planted from sets. and you can see the difference in the size. Like this is the probably the biggest one we had. So, or the biggest one compared to these sizes that we planted from seed. It's really crazy.
I want there to be as much air circulation as possible. I don't mind if the tops are on each other, but I want the bulbs to be as exposed as possible. So as you can tell, there's a lot of bedding here actually from our chickens still last winter, and we were thinking to clean it out, but that would drop the onions down to the ground level, and with the sides we figured they won't get as much air movement, so we left the bedding in for now. In about a month, when these onions are cured, we'll be able to just cut the tops off and leave it in with the bedding, and then we'll take that bedding out and compost it.
Nice hit, bud. Good job.
Okay.
So, if you like our videos, and share them with whoever you think might enjoy them. Eat well, live well.